Brothers and sisters, freedom is here. Freedom for Mali has finally come. Well, it came way before, but this is more and more freedom that is just coming day by day. You might be wondering what is happening in Mali. Well, historic victory has come for Mali. So, a Malian computer scientist has freed the country's biometric data from France's clutches. How did this happen?
Wow.
In an unprecedented act of digital resistance, a team of volunteer Malian engineers managed to repatriate the country's biometric data, which was being held hostage by a French company.
That is hacking the French company.
What?
Definitely. It's like the way Russia hacks US or China hacks. China is the one that hacks US.
What?
But we have a problem in Africa because a lot of our data is being sold to Facebook. Okay, Facebook sells, to other people for advertisements and a lot. Now this is biometric. Biometric, remember, it includes your fingerprints, iris scan, and other things which are very crucial to the people. Now, this is a French company which had grasped this data and we are not giving you, we are selling it or whatever. But don't they have a copy in which they are going to sell?
But I think for most of these Francophone countries, well, if not all African countries, honestly, even Anglophone countries, I think, but mainly for Francophone, France controls the government, So definitely it has control over your biometrics, your data, all of these very important things that your country needs. So it's just inevitable that you cannot have France having control of such things. They need to know how much you are making, all population, all of...
And what are you interested in so that they can bring to you.
Exactly, who you are talking to.
Your diseases.
Yeah. What minerals are there. They have all of that information. So it's just that I think it's only now that Mali is trying to loosen up and leave the relations between France that they are able to take out all linkages, whether it's biometric, whether it's what. And if Niger and BURKINAFASO could also dig deeper, you'll find that they still have those French companies having control somewhere. Exactly. So they really need to clean up all their systems, wipe out everything that is French, because at some point these guys will have, like we're saying, these spies, some of these things, they are just getting it from the computers. Exactly. They have access to most of these things. They know, they'll be having a meeting with Putin. This is what they discuss. So AES is planning this. Some of these things France already knows. Like even the currency, the CFA, they already know that these guys are working on this. Probably they have access.
I'm amazed and amused by, you see, they are talking of Malian engineers.
And it's volunteers,
Yeah, volunteers. And they are engineers who are brilliant. So it's brilliant people who are able to go and maybe hack the systems and take back their data, repatriate the data. That's the word they are using. And they never said we are going to Russia to get Russians to come and do that. It means we also have professionals. It means that given a chance, Africans will change Africa in a big manner.
And it says a lot about what has been happening. These guys have been suppressed for the longest time. Some of these people don't even go to school to learn about these things. They are just intelligent, very intelligent people who can crack the hardest code that there is in this computer, whatever. So, now that France is out, it's even easier for them to explore ways in which they can free themselves. What has been happening undercover, what is going, it's easier to do that now, because at some point they were told, don't try it. You come up with a solution, you're told, forget about it. That is not going to work.
And you see a lot of them getting scholarships from, the East, that is China, Eastern Europe, Russia. You saw, I think, countries like Bulgaria, So these guys come back and implement in their country. Assimi Goïta is not talking about, hey, we are going to Germany to look for jobs for 200,000 people. No. He's bringing them here to work for their country, to build their country. And guys, there's a video. Kindly watch this video, then tell us what you think.
Old sabotage truck taken hostage by a French company. Mali successfully recovers its management IT system. Administrative census data for civil status purposes. It was after 2.5 months of battles of varying intensity. The Technical Committee of Volunteer Experts wins this war.
After 3 weeks of intensive work day and night, my team and I were able to recover all passwords from all servers. We also recovered and secured data from the Malian population. On the software side, biometric startup time is 10 minutes compared to 45 minutes for the old system. The downtime is also 34 minutes. For the old system, there's no of foreign operators for the maintenance contracts. Above all, the switch was made today to 0 francs. For the Malian state.
Digital sovereignties. Mali, COA, biometrics. Abruptly interrupted his performance. Then the French company refuses to honor its commitments in terms of skills transfer. The government of Mali made public the news. In a press release dated September 25, 2023, the system is now recovered and even switched to 0 in France on biometrics contracts.
Originally, of this initiative, I would like to recall the reaction of the project coordinator. He said that taking the database hostage was a humiliation for Malian computer scientists before offering its services on a voluntary basis. Quiet sir, the president of the transition and head of state, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the work a new application called Biometrics subject to your approval was designed autonomously by Malian engineers between October 2, 2023 and December 16, 2023. In addition to the voluntary action of Malian experts who accepted out of patriotism to work for free, the switch to the new system had no budgetary impact. It is all the more important to note this fact that the offer is the least expensive. To put an end to this hostage-taking which was proposed to us and for which the Ministry of Economy and Finance was contacted, amounted to approximately 6 billion francs. These funds for a period of execution of 6 months with the risk of creating a new dependence. But we don't really know. I would like to thank them on your behalf who were able to save our country 6 billion CFA francs.
The fund itself had it. The names of the experts are now on the Patriot list. All 13 were decorated off-camera Knight of the National Order by the President of the Transition, Colonel Assimi Goïta.
In accordance with your guidelines, Excellency Sir, the President of the Transition, Head of State and above all your wise man, advice, I quote, if you want something big, do what you've never done. End of quote.
Dangers averted, systems controlled exclusively by Mali engineers. The presidents of the transitional Colonel Assimi Goïta from the state provide the starting point for digital sovereignty.
The result of the work of this committee, which was presented to me earlier, is excellent. This sufficiently proves that we can and must trust to our national experts. Ladies and gentlemen, the new solution, called Mali Core Biometric, represents a major step forward for our country and blood. The offers of this new solution will now allow our fellow citizens to benefit from quality services in the best conditions. Through the presentation that was made, the new system as a solution, sovereign, and developed by Malians, offers a multitude of prospects for our country. Mali Core Biometrics is a modern system, biometric identification which will contribute to strengthen internal security and make more reliable our administrative documents. Ladies and gentlemen, to go towards digital Mali, I invite the national authorities to commit to linking from their biometric databases to biometrics, taking into account their specific needs. This simplifies procedures, administrative, strengthen the consistency of information, and will help fight fraud and production. A more secure future is the wish of President Goïta, who addressed to the experts and at the same time to the entire Malian people. And gentlemen, national experts, history will remember that despite the difficulties of the moment, you were able to meet the challenges. Indeed, it is important to remember that we are an ancient people and resilient who must always believe in their abilities. We have here once again proof that Mali is full of talent, disunited people that we must trust.
The consequences of this hostage-taking are already serious, but they will soon be bad memories because more robust, without eliminating the risk of theft. The new system as well launched is one of the expressions of our national sovereignty.
So guys, that's it from us. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment, subscribe and share.
See you in the next one.
Bye bye. Subscribe and share.
See you in the next one.
Bye bye.